my mystic rebels. Welcome, Mystic Rebels! Welcome, beautiful souls! This is your energetic forecast for the month of September 2024. I am so excited! It's going to be a new month, new possibilities, new opportunities, new expansion. And this is specific to moon signs. So we're going to be started with Aries, but make sure you are going to your moon sign of all 12 zodiacs. So Aries, you're up first. Okay, Aries moons. Okay, so we've got some shifts that need to happen coming up in the month of September for you. And I think what's good about this is you're becoming a student of your needs and your wants. And as far as putting forth action and moving forward with something that's going to change a lot in your life, this is the month to do it. However, I don't want you to get bogged down by this idea of worrying about other people, how your choices are going to impact other people, how it's going to impact things that are sometimes superficial. You know, if these are relationships that you're worried about rocking the boat, I want you to remember that somebody who loves you and really cares for you is going to want the best for you. Is that smoke distracting you? I always burn something, usually rosemary or dragon's blood, during my readings. So when we're looking at this I want you to remember that you're not seeing clearly the opportunities and the emotional support that might be available to you. So while you might be losing some relationships, some connections, some aspect of yourself, you are gaining something new. And the thing to remember about fours is we're pausing. We have to pause. We have to reflect. You need to take time for yourself to emotionally ground. Sit by a tree, sit out in nature, get yourself connected to the parts of yourself that are neglected, because you're so concerned about what other people are doing or what other people are thinking or how other people are seeing you. Even if it's not people you love, it might just be people you work with or people you meet. You're changing your life, and I don't want you to worry about what others think. The undercurrent of all this energy, which I love, at the bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. This is a level up. Yes, kings and queens, my friends. Ultimately, we're being called to a higher self, higher awareness, just leveling up our sense of what we deserve and what we're willing to put up with in our life. This is excellent. This is a soul calling you forward. This is your future self being like, bitch, I'm right here. I'm ready when you are. Let's do this. We are going to get a surrender card, the Power of Surrender card for Aries Moon, Power of Surrender, Aries Moon. I love it! Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Yes, we forget the importance of inner child work as far as just being that childish self and playing and running around in the dirt and dancing and frolicking and what connects you to your inner child, what makes you feel alive. It's the same things that we had in our lives when we were younger. I still love to twirl, I still love to dance, I still love to sing, I love to laugh and be silly. Like, that's what feeds the inner child. So I want you to try and take things light this month, not take things too seriously, not think that every decision you make this month is going to change your life and you're not going to be able to handle too much change. You absolutely are going to be able to handle everything that comes your way as long as you stay grounded and remind yourself that you are not alone, you are divinely guided, and you just need to take a pause, and that's time for play. Pause, reflect, play. That's your thing this month. And then as far as Ganesha is concerned, positive outlook. I never pull from the top of the deck, but I was called to do that just now. Positive outlook. I love when oracle cards just confirm the entire reading. We need to look on the positive side. Now, this doesn't mean toxic positivity. This doesn't mean everything's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be fine. We need to work on our subconscious programming and our beliefs around what we deserve and our connection to abundance. Remember, these readings are about love and abundance and our relationship to abundance. So if you start to relive old patterns in your mind of this person isn't going to accept me, or preemptively before you've gotten the evidence of the choices that you want to make and how it's going to impact your life, don't shoot yourself in the foot by being like, oh, if I do that, so-and-so, or this is going to happen. Don't catastrophize yourself out of making positive changes for your own well-being in your life. Positive outlook. Remind yourself. And remember, I am, the words after I am are the most magical, enriched words in the English language, because that's what we call into creation. That is our manifestation language. So instead of I am scared, I am powerful. This isn't toxic positivity. We're not rainbows and butterflying things. We're going to connect to our power instead of connecting to what pulls us back to the past, pulls us back into old patterns. We're breaking patterns. We're moving forward. Yes, yes, yes. And Sacred Rebels says, focus on the light. I love it. Again, look around you, see what is beautiful in your life instead of fixating and criticizing things that you might not be able to control, like the people in your life. There are aspects of relationships that we cannot control. We cannot control the people in relationships, but we can set boundaries and we can be grateful for the love that we have and the connection that we have with the people who really value us. That's what we're looking for in this month. All right, and now we're going to give you that crown and connect you to your magic, Aries. Mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. If you, like, I got dancing earlier for you, but if you have not been moving your body enough, you're going to disassociate from the physical power that you have to move, to act, to do. And this energy right here is clarifying this energy right here. So we need to move into our body, we need to ground into reality, and we need to gain that power back. So be sure to move your body this month. Start a new, it doesn't have to be an exercise routine. It can simply be turn on some music, dance, go for a walk, do a little bit of yoga, breath work, but just remember that your body and your soul and your mind have to work cohesively. They have to work together. I love this for you, Aries. That is what I have for you for the month of September. Let me know how it unfolds for you, and I'm wishing you all the best in your growth. Woo! All right, my Taurus moons. Yes. Oh, right away, Spirit is like, I got something for them. I got something for them. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. So this is your energy forecast for the month of September 2024, and this is about your connection to love and abundance and your relationship around abundance and receiving it in the month of September. So we have 3 cards that just right away, Taurus. I want you to understand that being on the defensive can only work for so long, okay? 7s remind us that we need to work smarter, not harder. Ask yourself if the things that you're defending in your relationships, in your life, in the things that connect you to your abundance, when you're getting defensive or when you're feeling like you have to fight a battle for others, you're getting in your own way of actually experiencing something authentic, and you're preemptively judging people and situations before you get the full story, and you're missing out. You're missing out. So what I want you to also remember, for those of you that actually want to be in a defensive place because it makes you feel safe, because you've been through a lot, I want you to find a way to communicate a bit more effectively your needs, your wants, not just with others, but with yourself. I want you to let it be okay to have opinions about yourself that aren't so negative. I want you to give yourself permission to say kinder things to yourself, and to also step back when you're in a situation, when you're arguing with somebody because you got a temper, when you're arguing with somebody, or when you're being a little bit more stubborn and not supporting this energy, emotional maturity, which is who you really want to be, which is that's the highest vibration of your energy. You are misrepresenting who you want to be in those moments. So I want you to allow yourself to acknowledge friction when it comes up, because fives are about friction. Fives are about change. Fives are about alterations. But I want you to understand that this five is telling you that we need to let go of the past. We need to focus on what is present. And right now we have these 3 swords in our arms. And what I love about this is we need to deal with our wounds. At the bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords has many, many meanings. But what I'm getting through this message for you is you need to allow yourself to cry. You need to allow yourself to connect to what you think is weakness. Now, processing emotions, grounding into reality, and letting it be felt does not make you weak. It'll make you stronger, okay? If you, there's something called a rage ritual, which you can try. And I've recommended this to my clients many times, especially the ones that go towards either anger or repressing anger. So essentially, you're going to go somewhere, or if you live alone, do it there, but listen to some music and just yell and scream, jump up and down, feel your rage. Like just get it out, because that throat chakra needs to be released. We need to nourish and calm the throat chakra. And after you get that release, whether it's through crying or rage or however you get out that release, movement can also be very helpful. Somatic breath work would be really good, because we hold trauma in the tissues. So we need to remind ourselves that we are safe. We are in a place where we can move out of that fight or flight, out of that space of, I was hurt. I don't want to be hurt again. I'm not going to be hurt again. No one's going to hurt me because I'm not going to let them. Instead, it needs to pivot a little bit from no one's going to hurt me to I can handle it. I can handle anything. I am powerful. I'm not going to sell myself short, and I'm not going to hold myself away from the world because I'm missing out. I'm missing out on connections I can make because I'm afraid. So we need to break down those walls of fear, and also this idea that you have to be a lone wolf, that you have to do it on your own. It's not cute anymore because it's not making you happy. It's time for you to thrive, not just survive. And you are a survivor, no question. All right, surrender, the power of surrender. Let's see what we have for you, Taurus, this month, September. Surrender in September. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. That is clarifying this energy right here. Whatever situation you feel you are stuck in that moment, I want you to ask yourself to gain some perspective and come at it from an observational standpoint, not from a place of, I need to be right. Because it's not about right or wrong. It's you and that person or that situation against the friction, against the issue, okay? And surrender to the wisdom of the body. That's you crying it out. That's you getting your rage out. That's you surrendering to the emotions, because your body wants to feel safe. Your body wants to feel happy. Your body wants to feel nourished. And there is nothing more nourishing to the human soul than letting our unfelt emotions being processed. You have to process it. That's how we get sick, and you do not want to get sick. All right, great spirit. And let's remove some blockages with Ganesha for Taurus. Promise of the future. Yes, I love it because we're clarifying this energy. Yes, and 8s are about stability. They're about a new formation of structure and work. So we are working towards a new sense of self, a new sense of security, and a new understanding of where we've been. We've got mountains here. So this is knowledge gained. And this is also, you could also look at this as knowledge about to be gained. These are golden capped mountains. So we're looking at spiritual wisdom, connection to spirit, connecting back to your spirit and your power. I love this for you. And let's see what the sacred rebels have in store for Taurus for the month of September. Come to life, baby. Yes. Oh, I love this. I love, like I always say, I love that oracle cards just clarify the tarot reading. Come to life. Now, in this she is painting herself back into color. So she's seen the world in black and white. And this isn't the interpretation from the book. This is just my interpretation, what I'm seeing for you. And there are spirit guides, there are familiars, there are people in your life who will be of support. You are not alone. You are surrounded by people who want to see you living in color. And again, we have this gold color. This is divine wisdom, connecting to your divinity, starting to look at yourself as a cosmic, magical, freaking awesome being, because you are. You're just not living as if you are. And that's what needs to change. Let's connect you to your magic. Believe in your magic for September. Wow. Take a chance. Oh, okay. We're talking about relationships here for some of you. Raindrops, take a chance on them. This isn't just about romance. This is about friendship. This is about our connection to abundance. So this month, September 2024, I want you to take chances and understand that you have everything that you need in order to survive and thrive. You have to trust in yourself. You have to get very fascinated and in love with yourself so that you are creating boundaries within your own energy so that you don't invite people who are going to take advantage of you. You don't invite more lessons. You've had the lessons. Now you're ready for the blessings. Okay? Yes, that's what I have for you for this month. Taurus, let me know how this unfolds for you in the comments below. I love you so much, and I'm excited for you to unfold into the person that you're meant to be. Okay, Gemini 2024, September. What energy forecast do we have for your connection to love and abundance? Okay. Ooh, I love it. I love it. All right, moon sign Gemini. I love this for you. In terms of your emotional security, it is time for a level up. And I think you know this, right? When you saw these cards, even if you don't read tarot, you were like, okay. Now this is in existing relationships. I'm so special. This is within I'm amazing. I'm a breastfeeding mom, and sometimes I say the wrong things, or did I say the right things? I just said it the wrong way. That's okay. We're not perfect. Moving on. Gemini Moon. This is in existing relationships, or it is in a upcoming relationship, or this could be for somebody who just met someone. What I'm seeing is there's a level up in terms of our connection to our sexual power, our connection to our being able to be vulnerable, be naked. What I love about the Lovers is they're naked in the Garden of Eden before superficiality, before they're judged by their job, their hair, or what products they use or where they live, that kind of thing. This is the divine connection that we all look for in every union, be it friendship, husband, partner, whatever. This is a true level up in your concept of being able to connect and be vulnerable to the world so that you can receive love. I love this, Gemini. And we have the star here. So the star is, for many people, about an affirmation of acceptance, an affirmation of wish fulfilled. But what I'm seeing for you is you've done a lot of reflection work on yourself. You've grounded yourself in the knowledge of who you are and how to apply things to your everyday life. But you've done a lot of emotional work and you've become very vulnerable. Again, we have the nudity here under the stars, under cosmic direction. You've connected to your spirit. You've connected to your power. This is just September, baby, is level up time. September is I am me, I am love, I am abundance. Bring it, spirit, bring it. Because we have some financial abundance, be this a new project. This is something real and tangible that you're going to begin in September, or at least something that you're going to continue to build upon. This is a new financial idea, a new business, a new side hustle. This is being able to accept money. Say you needed help and you haven't been able to get something done because of the funds, and you're able to accept help. This is wonderful. Now let's look at where we need to surrender this month, Gemini. Where does Gemini need to surrender this month, September? Surrender to trust. I love that. Because honestly, when we're talking about being accepting of things from people, it takes trust. And we also need to trust ourselves. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. I love this. Obviously, we're clarifying all of this energy, but really this is about the Judgment card. This is about leveling up. This is about the higher self becoming more actualized and unified within the things that you do on a regular basis. This is goal level-ish right here for all of us. I love it for you, Gemini. I love it. And next we're going to remove some blockages with Ganesha. Ganesha for Gemini. Prosperity, yo. Prosperity, yo. Okay. This is beautiful. This is accepting of abundance. This is your connection to receiving. This is your connection to being giving of spirit. We have such an opulent picture here of so many goods, flowers. The red brings out our connection to love and mastery over the root chakra. The gold around the crown is connection to divinity within ourselves and to spirit. Prosperity is yours in the month of September. All you need to do is trust in yourself in order to receive it. And also, when you're making choices, I want you to trust in your gut. I want you to trust in that feeling within you that says no, or that says yes, or that says maybe, or maybe we're just hungry. You know what I mean? I want you to do everything in terms of how you form your life in September with your gut. What feels right to you, because you have worked so hard to get to this level where you can really listen in and pinpoint what's right and what's not for you. I love it. And then the ancestors for Gemini Moons, Great Spirit, the months of September. Going beyond normal. Oh God. Normal is not what we should ever seek to be. And I love this because, again, we have this divine connection. We have this leveling up. Whether you're a spiritual practitioner or you're just super spiritual, or you've just connected to this sense of power within you that you don't necessarily consider as spiritual, it's all spiritual, and you have that power. So this is a great month for you to level that up. Get yourself some tarot cards, get yourself some oracle cards, get yourself into some automatic writing. You know, utilize this power of the moon that you have, because the way your brain works, it is a lot is happening at once. And I don't want you to overwhelm yourself with decisions and choices. You will ground into your power, and you will know exactly what to do if you trust yourself and continue to develop these gifts. Yes! And let's connect you to your power. Connect you to your power. They got the power! September, Gemini. What do we have? Muriel, be your own first priority. Yes! I love this. And really, this is just the culmination of all the energies of the month that we've seen. This is your number one project. There's nothing more fascinating, more interesting, more sexy, more powerful than you. Okay, in this month, we are setting new standards for ourselves. So this is not just for September. This is going to be the new goal for every month. Gemini moons in 2024 September, you are goals, baby. And we just want to be inspired by what you create and your abundance, and by the leveling up in aspects of your life that you may look back and wonder, I never thought I'd get here. But you did. You did it. That's so awesome. Gemini moons, that's what I have for you for September 2024. Let me know how this unfolds for you down in the comments. I love you so much, and I'm so proud. All right, Cancer moons, my lovelies, for the month of September 2024. This is your energy forecast. Abundance and love. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we have a big focus on expansion in the month of September. We have a big focus on What's next? When is it going to happen? How am I going to do this? You're working very hard. You've been working very hard. And I want you to understand that this 8 right here is leading towards mastery. It's leading towards you becoming a major authority. We even have the King of Pentacles here, so you already have that. I want you to stop thinking of yourself as a worker, as somebody who is just working, just doing, and step into this king, the authority over this kind of energy and over the tangible abundance that you can create in your life. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yes. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Swords. So the hard part for you is maintaining balance within the mind and understanding that we cannot think in black and white. Although we have 2 swords here, 2 does not represent the decisions. It's not either right or left. It's not black and white. It is so much more. We have to work in the gray areas. We have to wonder, is there a third option? What does my intuition tell me? What does my gut tell me? What does my heart tell me? I want you to tune in the month of September to the energetic centers of the body. I want you to tune in, if that's too woo-woo for you, I want you to tune in to what your head tells you. And the psychic instinct, the psychic answer is the first thought within 0 to 5 seconds. Everything after that is when the critical mind comes into play. Now, the critical mind can be very beneficial. And as somebody who's quite practical, Cancer, I think it can be applicable in many aspects of your life. But when it comes to forging your path forward and understanding the next steps and not getting watered down by the energy of, what do I do next? What can I do? This is energy that we need to utilize in terms of getting ish done in the real world, but trusting that we know deep down the right way to go. We know the right way to go. I love this. And in terms of abundance, I want you to also understand that your decisions are not going to make or break you. Okay? When you make a choice, that is, especially when it's the intuitive choice, that is what you were meant to do. So trust yourself. Trust in the fact that you have the knowledge, you have the worker bee acumen, you have the strength, the resilience, the power. You also have a bit much of the I can do it all myself. Authority does not necessarily mean that you have to do it all yourself. We do not survive as a society without others. So you can allow other people in on this journey with you. You can ask for support, help, whatever comes through. If that's the way you move forward, especially if it's financial, that's the way you move forward. But you're going to make very strategic, smart moves because that's the kind of person you are. And let's see what we need to surrender to in the month of September for Cancer. Cancer, what do we need to surrender to? Give me that. Give me that. You popped out. Okay. Surrender to trust. I love it. Another sign got this one too, but I love this for you. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Yes. And that's really what this energy is about. This energy is about closing our eyes, being still, and understanding that we're not stuck between 2 decisions. There is always the inner voice that can speak for us and help us move forward in a more balanced and understanding way. She's seated on a gray pedestal. Gray represents the aspect of ourselves which isn't black and white, which is, 2 things can mean the same thing, or 2 things can be completely different from each other but exist at the same time. Like you can love someone, but there can be an issue within the relationship and it doesn't have to be in or out all the way. Or your business can be struggling right now, but you're still selling products, you're still making connections. Should I stay or should I go? It's not like that. So we need to work in the gray area in September for sure, and trust yourself. And then Ganesha, let's move some obstacles for Cancer in September. Give me that. Acceptance. You've been through a long, arduous journey. Your career, your abundance, the things that you create for yourself, it's very much yours. It's very much something that has pride behind it, which is a beautiful thing, but accepting help, accepting not necessarily criticism, but guidance. That is going to really help you level up in the month of September. And also, I'm also seeing that you need to nourish your body better. You need to take better care of yourself. Acceptance also means accepting nourishment. And that's not just food. That's also what you read, what you listen to, whatever nourishes us, nourishes the mind, body, spirit. So that's food, that's social media. You know, make sure that you are being very protective of your energy in this month, because a lot of things could overwhelm you if you allow it to. And we're not going to do that, are we? Now, and let's see what the ancestors have for you in the month of September. Great Spirit in the month of September. Clearly going beyond normal. Now, this is about not worrying about how you look to the outside, not worrying about other people's opinions. Obviously, we're going to be accepting of divine knowledge right here and accepting of ideas, but at the same time, what you're doing isn't normal. What you're trying to create isn't normal. Normal is living with the status quo and not complaining about it because you think life is supposed to be hard. That's not fun. That's not thriving. That's not living in abundance and being accepting. Here's my manifestation mantra for money, and I'm going to teach it to you. Money flows to me through me. What does that mean? That means that I cannot be accepting or I cannot receive abundance in my heart, and money is simply a frequency of abundance. I cannot receive it in my heart if my heart is not open to abundance, and also if I'm not doing divine work in order to feel connected to my sense of abundance and self-worth. So I have to be the divine representation of the work that I do. And I also have to understand that I am worthy of good things. Money flows to me, through me, and I am worthy of good things. That's yours for the month of September. And then let's connect you to your magic. Connect you to your magic for Cancer, the month of September, Great Spirit, connecting to their magic. Release your guilt. So any shame, any guilt, any resistance you have around success, around receiving love, receiving abundance, I want you to understand that that's based on your past understanding of who you are and the things that you've done or the things that you've seen or things that have been done to you. It does not have to be your truth moving forward. You are a wonderful person and you are evolving. This fire cleanses the soul. So I want you to step through the fire metaphorically into your new self. I want you to be that phoenix rising from who you used to be and step into the power that you create your abundance. You create your connection and relationships to abundance. Trust yourself. Love yourself and let go of guilt and shame. It is completely going to weigh you down and continue to make everything feel a lot harder if you continue down this path. Be the phoenix, baby. Be the phoenix. Ah! That's what I have for you, Cancer, in the month of September. Let me know how this unfolds for you. I'm very excited for you, and nothing but love. Nothing but love. All right, Leo moons for the month of September. Let's get an energetic forecast for your connection to love and abundance in September 2024. Love and abundance. Ooh, okay. I dig it. Okay. So we have a need to feel a little uncomfortable at times in September. We have a need to understand that there are going to be times that we are not going to be able to do exactly what we want to do because of certain things that might seem like they're in our way. Okay, but that's the lower vibrational thinking that we're not going to do in September. Instead, we're going to see it as an opportunity, not just an opportunity to be still, but also an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. Instead of, I can't do this because of XYZ, I want you to think, I can do this. This is something I can do. It might not be exactly what you want to do in terms of your relationship, in terms of your business, in terms of your studying, in terms of you wanting to work on yourself or your emotions. There is a lot that you can get done, but it's not going to be, it's not the month to set goals, and if you don't hit those goals, you're judging yourself harshly. As a matter of fact, this month is all about connecting to utilizing what is in front of you, what tools you have available to you, and understanding that you got the power. You know what I'm saying, magicians? But with the Page of Cups here, we're going to be very kind to ourselves. We're going to be a student of our emotions this month, because it might get a little heavy with this energy here. We might find ourselves thinking like we have to take everything on ourselves. And the problem with this energy is we have tens. Tens are endings of a cycle. So we have this idea that, okay, I'm almost there. If I can just get through this and then, on to the next thing. We need to pause. We need to relax. We need to ground into the fact that we don't have to take on everything ourselves. And we certainly don't have to think that it can only be done by me. No one else can do it. No one can help me. Or this won't work because of this. Or, we're not going to poo-poo everything that is available to us in the month of September. Instead, we're going to look at what can I do? What direction am I being pulled in? And what do I need to do to ground and serve my emotions first? What do I need emotionally? Am I hungry? Do I need to pee? Do I need to take a shower? Do I need to talk to someone? Do I need to go out into society? Do I need to be more patient with myself and my partner? Am I being too harsh? Am I putting too much pressure on my partner? Or am I putting too much pressure on myself to find a partner? However this is manifesting for you in the month of September, I want you to stop yourself before you should all over yourself. You know what I mean? I should be doing this. I should be doing this. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. Shoulds and shouldn'ts don't matter in the months of September. I want you to focus on what is and what can be, okay? And sometimes when we're overwhelming ourselves, we need to ask ourselves, is this what is? Is this how it has to be? Or am I overcomplicating it? Am I overdoing it? This month is about checking in with ourselves and checking on that load that we're carrying. What can I release? I'm feeling heavy. What can I release? Remember, what is and what can be is what September is all about for Leo moons. All right, let's see where we need to surrender, my Leos. Let's see where we need to surrender in the month of September. Where do we need to surrender in the month of September? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side because I literally just got that. Okay. Don't worry, I'm gonna read that one too because I believe that when they fly out, that's important. But surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Yes! Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. I love when it just confirms the whole reading. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. What is and what can be. When we look at what our life can be, sometimes we limit ourselves based on our perspective of how things are. Open your mind to maybe it's so much better than I realize. I know I have times when I am bogged down with work or I'm bogged down with kids and dishes and I'm just like, or laundry and I'm like, oh, it's a never ending cycle and all I want to do is teach my classes and take care of my clients and I want to spend time with my family, but I don't want to do dishes and I don't feel like cooking. So what can I do then? I gotta think about possibility. I gotta open myself up to, I don't have to do the dishes right now. I don't have to do the laundry right now. What if I'm just present in this moment with my kids who she just wants to be a bear right now and I'm just a freaking bear and nothing else matters. Surrender to success in the moment. Success does not just mean work-wise, but this is also good to know work-wise because sometimes we feel like we have to put out so much energy in order to be worthy of financial success and abundance. And that's not the case. And it's also true in our relationships. We don't have to give and give and give and present all this value in order to feel like we are worthy of that person's love. Just be you, be your authentic self, and step into trust. Trust yourself this month. Trust yourself and listen to that inner voice. Yes. And let's get some blockages. Let's remove some blockages for Leo in the month of September 2024. Understanding. I love this. I want you, there are going to be moments in this month where you feel like you've let yourself down, that you've let other people down, or that somebody else has let you down. And I want you to try and find some understanding. Now, this does not mean let that toxic relationship back into your life. This is about looking at someone through the eyes of love, sending love without expectation and without opening up your borders, without taking down boundaries. No, we're setting boundaries. Understanding means I love you, but I'm not going to accept XYZ. I'm putting down boundaries. And this is especially true for yourself. This is especially true for the judgment you put on yourself. This energy, the 10 of Wands underneath, is all about thinking that you can't do this with anybody else, that you have to do this on your own, that as far as your authority on your life, nobody else can do it better. And that's true. But when it comes to people wanting to support you, people wanting to ask you questions, people wanting to be more in your life, or somebody coming out of the woodwork, I want you to address it with understanding. And I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to take your time. I want you to really give yourself room to exist in your own flow. Okay? So that means don't judge yourself for not doing XYZ. Don't judge yourself for reacting a certain way. Instead, we're just going to try and do it better next. All we can do is look at the situation from a different perspective and do better in the future. And use, we got the Magician under here, use what we've gained, what we've learned to better ourselves, to nurture ourselves. All right, and from the ancestors, what do we got for Leo in September? Leo in September, Great Spirit from the ancestors. Inspiration, I love this. So this month is not just about action. It is about action, but it's actually, you've gotten a lot done already. So this month is more about inspiration. It's more about allowing yourself to have fun and be creative and step into a leveling up of your work or your relationship that shows you a new path forward, a new way of seeing the future. Bees are incredibly nourishing, magical creatures. They actually dance. They make music. They create this frequency that is incredibly healing. Beekeepers are some of the most healthy people on this planet because of the medicine of the bee. So I want you to understand that a connection to nature and a connection to your nature this month is going to be very empowering. And understand that to some people, it's just a bee and I don't want to get stung. But to people who understand the medicine that is available to them from bees, it's a magical creature. And although it's so tiny and you can miss it if you don't look around, I don't want you to miss opportunities this month to see magic in things around you. I want you to be inspired. Be inspired and open yourself up to the enthusiasm of a child, of seeing something new. And you can even apply that to your relationship, to your business, and see what can come from that mindset, because you open yourself up to infinite possibility when you do that. And that's when we get truly divine inspiration and expansion that we never would have thought was possible. Let's connect you to your magic, Leo Moons. Leo Moons. Be your own first priority. I love that, but I want to get another one for you. Escapist. Come home to yourself. Okay. Come home to yourself. Instead of fixating on the things you can't control, feeling like you have to get everything done, feeling like you don't have the power that you want, I want you to find a good book. I want you to relax more. I want you to take time for yourself. Make sure that your sleep hygiene, how you go to sleep, when you go to sleep, is more on point in the month of September. So turn off screens an hour before bed, start reading, take a bath, make sure you eat a really nourishing meal, and take care of yourself this month and be your own first priority. Ultimately nourishing your mind, body, spirit, and get very fascinated and inspired by who you're becoming in this month. I love this for you, Leo Moons. So let me know how this unfolds for you. I'm very excited and nothing but love. This is Virgo's energy forecast for the month of September 2024. Relationship to abundance and love. Oh, interesting. got some reversals here. Okay. I don't set my decks for reversals, so when they come out, we got a message coming through. So, Virgo Moon, when is the last time you allowed yourself to really enjoy yourself, to live and bask in the joys of life? Because that's really what we need this month. We really need to flippity script upside down and live in the moment and allow ourselves the abundance and joy that is available to us. If you are invited to a party, if you are invited to be a part of a new project, if you are invited, if there's any aspect of this month where you find opportunity to meet people, communicate, even if it's just going to a farmer's market or going to the mall or something like that, you need to be around people and you need to start having fun. That does not mean partying. I'm getting a sense that some of you have actually gotten away from partying, and in doing so, you've isolated yourself a bit too much. It's time to find a new tribe. It's time to put yourself out there. With the Seven of Wands, we're in a defensive space because we've been through a lot, because we've been burned, because we're sober now, or we've changed our lives. And we need to understand that with the Page of Swords, we are students of our words at times. And what that means is sometimes you don't trust yourself when you speak. Sometimes you're worried you're going to say the wrong thing. Sometimes you're worried someone else is going to say the wrong thing and you're going to become that Knight of Swords and then say the wrong thing. I want you to trust your words this month. I want you to do some humming, do some chanting, do some singing. We need to activate the throat chakra so that you can get out and trust yourself and be yourself among other people and communicate. I don't want you to wait anymore. I don't want you to wonder, when is this going to happen? Also, some of you are sitting at home wondering, when am I going to meet someone? You got to get out of the house, baby. Some of you are sitting at home wondering, when is my business going to take off? Well, you got to put the energy in it to reach people. Okay? We can't just create a business and someone's going to find it. No, we need social media. We need a website. We need to really have our passion and trust in ourselves and our vision. And this month, we're really working on trusting our words, trusting our thoughts, trusting in the evolution of that language as well. This month, we're growing. So we need to get some good books. We need to start making sure that the information we're taking in is actually nourishing our minds, body, spirit, and helping us elevate this month. Where do we need to surrender? Where do we need to surrender for Virgo in the month of September? Virgo in the month of September. Surrender stress. Yes, surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Especially you, Virgo. We want to activate that throat chakra, and we're going to do it right now. Another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth on a wah. Wa is a Sanskrit word, and essentially it's allowing you to release stress, allowing you to release fear. I want you to practice saying wa on an out breath throughout the month and feel the release and the weight being taken from you. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Yes, the body always comes back to center. The body, the mind, the spirit, we always want to be in homeostasis, in that balance. So you will find balance through the breath and releasing stress this month. Let's look at removing obstacles. Priorities, baby. You need to be a priority, but you also need to prioritize your connection to your divine spirit, your connection to your feminine side. But whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. You need to also connect to other people, other sources of divine knowledge, other aspects of yourself that have been lying dormant. This whole I used to be fun, or people suck kind of mentality, it's not working for you. It's not going to work for you. So we need to set priorities in this month, in the month of September. We need to also set goals. We need to understand that we need to be our first priority, but we also need priorities in our relationship to abundance. How do we receive abundance this month? Well, we need to set boundaries. And when we talk about our language to ourselves, we need to make that the first priority, the first to do, the first thing. And I know you love your to-do list. So create a to-do list, move my body, nourish my mind, breath work, chanting, whatever works for you, dancing, singing, organizing. Some of you love doing that kind of stuff. So that's also a priority. Whatever connects you to your bliss and your happiness, I want you to do that. But especially make getting out and being seen by the world and taking up a little space, make that a priority this month. 2 things, connect to your bliss and get out. And let's see what the ancestors have for you for the month of September, Virgo Moons. Virgo Moons. Listening for truth. I love this. Sometimes we get stuck in this kind of energy because we feel like we're protecting ourselves, or we're telling ourselves that people suck, the world sucks, you don't want to be around people, and we're building ourselves into this prison, this mindset that is limiting us and keeping us from connecting to abundance. And ultimately, even if you have a business where you're, you have outreach and you care about your clients, if you have the mindset that people suck, you're not going to get that reach, because that energy projects out. We manifest from the heart. It's been measured by science. 6 feet is what it's been measured through science, but we know in spiritual and esoteric knowledge that it's infinite. So we need to connect to that infinite power, listening for truth. Again, trusting yourself and stop telling yourself lies. Stop believing in these lower vibrational thoughts that keep you from your happiness. If it's not nourishing you, it's not for you this month. Yes, let's connect you to your magic. Magic. Ooh. Don't be afraid to sing. We're talking about the throat chakra. I love this. Don't be afraid to sing, mermaids. Yes. Sirens. I want you to connect to water. I want you to sing. I want you to chant. I want you to use your vocal cords this month. You will have emotional releases. You will have aha moments. And I also want to make sure that when you are listening to truth, it feels right. The truth shall set you free for a reason. It needs to feel right. So by building up your own voice this month and your trust in your voice, we're going to do that through singing. We're going to do that through chanting, meditation, whatever works for you. Breath work we talked about as well. But sing, baby. Sing your truth. Share your truth with the world. I love it. Virgo Moons, that's what I have for you for the month of September 2024. Let me know how this unfolds for you. I'm really excited for you, and please get out. Please get out of the house. Get out and be amongst the people. Even if you just take a walk in nature, that's at least connecting to an outer source. Yes. Libra Moons, let's get your energetic forecast for the month of September 2024. Libra Moons. Ooh, okay. Libra Moons, I love it. So we're dealing with some emotional growth this month. We're dealing with connecting to a higher self, a higher understanding. We're learning divine knowledge. We are gaining new conscious pathways. We are bringing the unconscious conscious with the tower here and breaking patterns this month. Yes! We are tuning into our emotions. We are understanding that we don't have to be who we've always been. We can be someone new. We can be someone that we absolutely adore, and we need to start stepping into that. We are knocking the crown off our head, and that simply is what's kept us from that divine connection. So with the Hierophant here, I want you to take a class this month. I want you to take a tarot class, a psychic development class. I teach both of those, but there's also other practitioners. There's, you could take herbalism classes with Rosemary Gladstar, Tammy Sweet. You can take, a Gaia class. You can get a Gaia membership. You can do so many things. Get some great books. I have amazing books that I could recommend. Read Diana herself. Connect to divine knowledge and the expansion of your divine knowledge, because this month there's really going to be some aha moments, and I can't wait to hear it. Also this month, Libra, I love this for you because you have a struggle with balancing your relationship to abundance in receiving and giving. And I want you to strike that balance and set some boundaries this month. I want you to protect your energy, because the work that you're going to be doing on your emotions really need to be a priority, really need to be the first step for you in every day. Check in with yourself emotionally, ask yourself what you need mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and don't give from an empty cup this month. I love that for you. Let's see where we need to surrender. Great Spirit, for Libra in the month of September, where do we need to surrender? Libra Moons, Libra Moons. Everyone's surrendering to trust this month, like crazy. I'll get that to you in a second, but that's like the third, fourth time that people have had this, and it's a theme in the month of September, is trust. But surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I love it for you, because the Tower is going to be that change. That the Tower is going to be the moments where you're like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. You're ready for it. You called for it. So trust yourself. Trust yourself and move through it with love and understanding, and don't let other people's opinions, other people's influence affect this path forward for you. Your own emotions, your own emotional safety and stability is the first priority this month. And let's see what blockages we're going to remove this month for you. What blockages? Oh, 2 came out. Acceptance and understanding. Okay. Acceptance and understanding. So the things that are going to happen this month, the aha moments, the big changes, you need to simply come from a place of understanding, of not necessarily it's okay what happens, whatever happens to you, it is something you called into being. This is a lesson that you have asked for, and you are prepared for it. And you can also have more of a conscious position in how everything unfolds. So as these things come about, as these Tower moments come about this month, I want you to understand and accept that everything is going to be okay. That you have the power, you have the strength to get through this, and just come back to one. Come back to the emotional side. Come back to the emotional self and what you need. Come back to one, Libra. Come back to, I need to find the balance between how much I need to give and how much I need to take, and I don't need anything, or no. All you need is you in those moments. Just ask yourself, have I eaten? Have I moved my body today? Like, start with one and start with the breath, okay? Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. This is the Wu-Jai breath. This is how we recycle our energy, and this is how we keep some for ourselves. So in through the nose and out through the nose. I want you to look into somatic breath work. I want you to look into ecstatic dance. I want you to enjoy this month as much as you can, but understand that all the hardships, all the things that are going to come up are ultimately going to level you up. So September is a transitional month. September is a burning down month, and fire is cleansing, fire is freeing. And then next month we come back as the Phoenix, better than ever. So trust in yourself, move through everything that's going to happen with some confidence that it's all going to work out. Great Spirit, for Libra. Nostalgia. Focus on here and now. Yes. Instead of fixating on the things you can't control, or other people that you can't control, or the situation that you can't control, focus on what you can. The breath, what you're listening to, the information that you're gaining, and move from there. Don't fixate on the things you can't control this month. You've got this. I believe in you. And I do see justice at the bottom of the deck. So again, it's all going to work out. Justice is so much about weighing the scales between the choices that we make and the choices that are available to us. So this month, understand that there isn't just one choice. You're not backed into a corner. You have choices and there are options available to you. Be open to it. You've got this, Libra. Libra Moons, that's what I got for you for the month of September. I'm excited for you because this kind of energy can be very empowering as long as you move through it knowing that you have the power, okay? Don't get carried away by it. Don't get carried away by the minutia, by the little things, by the fear. Stay in your bubble. Stay in your power. You've got this. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how this unfolds for you in the comments. This is a lot. I'm sweating, but let me know. I love you. All right, Scorpio moons for the month of September. I don't know what that voice is, but let's get your energetic forecast for the month of September. Great Spirit. Scorpio moons. Okay. Scorpio moons. Okay, so this month needs to focus on collaborative efforts, outsourcing, asking for help, being able to receive information in order to achieve the things that you want this month. I don't want you to think that you have to take everything on your shoulders. The 9s are an initiation to the 10s, so we're not at the end yet. We're not at the end. We may see the end in sight. We may know that if we just keep going, we're going to get it done. But you're not at the end yet. And there's actually going to be more work that comes out or more things that you need to process as a result of your actions this month. So ask for help, receive guidance, and honestly understand that there are things that are available to you that you can do about the issues that come your way or the opportunities that come your way or the work that comes your way or the emotions that come your way. There are things that you can do. It's just going to be harder for you this month to decipher what that is. So this is when we trust in divine guidance and go with our gut. This is fire though. This is passion. So I want you to focus on your passion this month. I want you to focus on where you're driven to go by that energetic frequency, by that I want you to listen to it this month. I don't want you to listen to anyone who's like, that's narcissistic or that's selfish. This month you need to be a little bit selfish. And it's not selfish, it's self-preservation. Yes, because we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We have emotional aspects of this month that you have authority over. You have all the tools you need at your disposal to move through this. You need to be nurturing of your emotions this month. You need to understand that you have to mother yourself more. You need to take time for yourself to make yourself a good meal, connect to nature. Emotional releases need to be freely coming throughout the month. So if you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like yelling, yell. Just don't direct your emotions in your relationship or in your collaborations or at other people. Okay? Take a pause, a reflection, ask yourself, am I doing too much? Do I need a break? What do I need emotionally? Now with the moon in Scorpio, you're dealing with deep, deep reservoirs of truth and emotions. And you can tend to want to help others navigate their emotions instead of you navigating yours first. So this month, you are your own boatman or you're your own bargeman, whatever you want to call it. You're in charge. You're in charge of your emotions first. And then only then will you have the reserves to be helpful of other people, to other people, other services, other aspects of your life. You have to fill your cup first this month. Yeah, because I also see some friction if you don't. I see friction. Let's see where we need to surrender. Scorpio moons in the month of September. Where do we need to surrender? Surrender to play. Yes, Scorpio moons, we don't have to be so serious all the time. We don't have to be so serious. Surrender to play, that inner child. This energy is also not allowing yourself to have fun, not allowing yourself to laugh. When you F up or things get F'd up, I want you to connect to the part of, oh well, like when a little kid makes a huge mess and instead of, like the mom, Me, I'd be like, oh God, okay. Instead, which I've been working on, I go, all right, well, we can clean up a mess. That's the beauty of messes. Nothing's broken. Let's just fix it. Let's just clean it up and move on. We don't have to be so weighed down by the things that happen throughout this month that make us think that was a fail. You know, all I do is win is not the vibe this month. Maybe all I do is take things light this month. I'm not going to get too serious about things. And I know that's hard for you, Scorpio Moons, but let's remove some of these blockages. Let's see what Ganesha has for you. Great Spirit, Ganesha for Scorpio Moons. Scorpio Moons. Be candid, be real, be honest. We are talking about the throat chakra here. So this is all about speaking your truth this month. This isn't just about speaking your truth to others, but to yourself as well. But specifically in your relationships, in your collaborations, ask for what you want. You don't necessarily have to worry about ruffling other people's feathers, especially when you're the one in charge. When you can take an aspect of what you're doing and be in charge and say, this is what I want. This is clarifying this energy right here. This is what I want. Let's do this. You know, you don't have to ask for permission. Many aspects of your life you worry about ruffling other people's feathers or being too much. You're not too much. You can be honest. People can handle the truth. The question is, what is that truth for you? Discover it, but understand it's going to happen fast. The psychic instinct, that passionate instinct that's going to come through because we're dealing with divine energy here is going to be between 0 to 5 seconds. So ask yourself, especially let your voice be your guide this month. If your throat gets kind of dry or if you have a hard time speaking, tune into why you're having a hard time speaking. What's not right about what you're saying? Not necessarily the words itself, but the action that would come from those words. Make sure you're doing what you want this month and getting what you want. Okay? All right, let's see what the ancestors have for you. Ancestors, Great Spirit for Scorpio Moons. Scorpio Moons. Inspiration. We're talking about being open to possibility. And that's that childlike energy that we need to connect to. We need to ask ourselves, what did we want when we were kids? What used to make us happy? And integrate that back into our lives and then allow ourselves to be inspired. Scorpio, you have so much psychic power. You have so much emotional power, but sometimes you get bogged down by the seriousness of what you perceive is in front of you instead of taking time to see things through new eyes, see things without objectifying what's actually happening, without being a victim or seeing somebody being a victim or worrying that someone's going to be upset with you over something that hasn't even happened yet and you're judging yourself preemptively. No, trust your intuition and trust that you will be inspired this month. This is that, again, divine energy coming through you. So trust what comes through. Trust. And when you say, I want, there is no shame in that. No shame, baby. Let's connect you to your magic. Great Spirit for Scorpio in the month of September. Scorpio Moon's month of September. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Yes, feast. Make sure you're eating well. Make sure that you're buying good quality food. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Make sure that you're realizing that you are worthy of abundance and treat yourself. In September 2024, it's Treat Yourself 2024. Treat yourself to the best foods, the best experiences, the best play. Like, what did you used to do when you were a kid? What used to make you feel like you were getting a treat? If it's frozen yogurt, go get some frozen yogurt. If it's going for a walk with your dog, go for a walk with your dog. You know, whatever it is, feast this month in abundance. Understand that abundance will open up to you when you open up to abundance. That's what I have for you, Scorpio Moons. In September, I am so excited for you to really speak that truth. Go for what you want. You got this. Woo! Sagittarius Moons, September 24, energetic forecast for love and abundance. What do we have for Sagittarius? Interesting. We're leading with fire this month. We're leading with fire. I love it. Okay. So first things first this month, there's going to be a lot of hasty decision making. There's going to be a lot of, but I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. We need to focus on being able to do what we want despite wanting to isolate, okay? There's going to be this urge to be alone, to do your thing, to focus on you, and feel like it's kind of coming from outside of yourself. This idea that you have to do shadow work, that you have to do all this stuff. It's not necessarily what's needed. You can have your cake and eat it too this month, because we need to have some fun. We need to connect to our joy. We need to understand that the undercurrent of all of this is friction from what connects you to your knowledge, what connects you to who you are and the things that you want. And you're not necessarily going to feel right about taking too much time for yourself. And that's because you're not meant to this month. We're meant to go out, we're meant to have fun. And I see the lovers here as well. You're going to meet someone this month. You're going to connect with people. You're going to make friendships, business connections. This is the time for you to enjoy a more plentiful environment of people so that you can level up. And I want you to trust in this energy more so than you normally would trust this energy, Sagittarius. This is your natural fire, but with the moon here, you get in your way sometimes, and I don't want you to do that this month. Let's see where we need to surrender. Where do we need to surrender for Sagittarius in the month of September 2024, Great Spirit? Surrender your desire to control people. You can only control yourself this month. This is all about focusing your energy inward. She has a snake wrapped around her. There's a lot of transformation that you've been through recently. And I think that's why you're getting bogged down in this hermit kind of energy where you need to stay away from people. I gotta focus on me. That can limit people. Isolation is not how we were meant to live. No civilization survives being alone. That's not how things work. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. That does not mean isolate. That means gain some perspective. Objectively look at situations and ask yourself, am I giving this person space to bear their soul? Am I giving myself space to bear their soul? The Lovers is all about vulnerability and not superficiality. It's about real love. It's about real connection, real communion. And make sure you're connecting to that knowledge within yourself and your ability to do this month without judging the superficiality of a situation. Let's remove some other blockages, Great Spirit. Let's remove some other, give me that, give me that. Determination. See, this is this energy. This is this energy. And it might be a little too much for some people this month, but the people that you are meant to meet, the people that are going to vibe with you, are going to love it, because you're not being narcissistic. You're not being selfish. It's self-preservation, but also empowerment. You are going to feel larger this month. You're going to feel like you can get some ish done, that you can find that person, that the world has opportunity waiting for you. Determination, baby. Connect to that root chakra. Do some hip circles. Make sure that you're in your body, because we cannot work from a place of non-grounding. We have to ground into the realization that we exist. We have the right to exist. We have the right to speak. We have the right to feel. All of that connects down into our actions so that we can take action. And that's what you're going to be doing this month. Taking action. Great Spirit. Let's get for Sagittarius in the month of September. Seeing the true you. I love it. So you've been playing smaller. You've been afraid to take up space. I want you to allow yourself to reflect on who you've been and who you want to be. I want you to become very fascinated with yourself. I want you to also look at yourself more objectively and not necessarily judge yourself so harshly. or feel like, oh, I don't look a certain way, so I can't go out right now, or oh, I don't have the right outfit. Again, these superficial things that you allow to dictate what you do, I want you to let go of that in the month of September. Yes, and let's connect you to your power, Sagittarius Moons. Sagittarius Moons. Homeward, take yourself out on a date. Yes, get out and enjoy yourself. You don't necessarily have to go to a bar. This doesn't mean we have to party, but this means you need to go out. You need to experience nature. You need to be with other people. Take yourself out on a date, but you don't have to necessarily do that every day. You can go out, take yourself to tea, take yourself to a bookstore, get out into the world, and remember that opportunity is available. There are people who are awesome out there that you just need to communicate with, and enjoy yourself more. Connect to the part of you that wants to do instead of the part of you that feels like you have to stay still and you have to do all this work on yourself and you can't enjoy life right now. That's a bunch of BS. September is your month of doing, okay? Get out, get yours, have fun, meet people, because you're gonna meet some important people this month, and just connect to joy. You will have wishes fulfilled this month, okay? That's what I have for you, Sagittarius Moons. Please comment down below. Let me know how things unfold for you. This is awesome, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Bye! Capricorn Moons, let's get your energy forecast for the month of September 2024. Capricorn Moons. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, Queen. I love this. All right, so first things first, you need to trust in your ability to be you. Okay, you need to trust in your ability to have authority over who you are and things that you want and the things that you do and what you're passionate for. I really want you to step into taking up space. I don't want you to play small. You've played small for too long. I want you to understand that you are a queen and you need to start acting like it. And you need to start treating yourself like it. You have to reconnect with your friends. You have to reconnect with the people who maybe you haven't talked to in a while, but who still champion you, who are still in your corner and just waiting for you to reach out. Reach out, baby. This month is all about you reaching out to people that you maybe haven't talked to in a while, that you miss, that, you know, maybe there was some misunderstanding here and there, but ultimately seeing situations of the past from a different perspective. You're not the same person. You're not the same person who had those misunderstandings. You're not the same person who, and also trust that those people aren't the same people. So reach out to past friendships in particular, people who you regarded as friends who fell by the wayside, or who maybe you had a misunderstanding and didn't fight for the relationship and they didn't fight for the relationship. You need to reach out this month, be it text, email, what are you kids doing these days? Chat, anything. Grinder, no, that's not a thing. But ultimately it's up to you. You are the ones sending out the messages. And you might be hearing from some old friendships, some of you, in terms of them reaching out to you. But the energy is saying you reach out to them, which I love, from a new perspective, without expectation, with just, I don't know, I just wanted to lay my cards on the table. Hope you're well. I've changed, you know, and I just wanted to know how you are. If you come from there rather than what happened, I just want to talk about it, and you should really know you hurt me, or, you know, that kind of thing, it's not going to work. Not going to work at all. Instead, you're planting seeds for future relationships and future connections, and you're asking people out. You're asking friends out. You're asking girlfriends out, guy friends. You're the people that you trust and that you enjoy who you are around them. That's who you're connecting with this month. And let's see what we're surrendering to. Great Spirit, what is Capricorn Moon surrendering to this month in September? Surrender defensiveness. I love this. So if you did something, or if the misunderstanding was off of your energy, it doesn't matter. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So if someone says to you, you did this, you did that, don't take it as a personal attack. They're not able to communicate their feelings and emotions effectively. So instead, you can say, I'm sorry that you felt that way. That was never my intention. This is what I felt from that experience. And ultimately, what matters to me is being able to move forward, onwards and upwards. And if you aren't able to do that, that's totally fine. I wish you all the best. So you can get closure, but you can also possibly open yourself up to them being like, no, I would like to see you. I've missed you, honestly. You know, that's the vibe. Oh, I just got chills. Okay, Great Spirit, let's see where we need to remove some blocks. Let's remove some blockages. Be candid. Be candid. So I love this because another sign had this as well. But for you, it's not so much be harsh. It's be candid. Open your throat chakra and come from a place of honesty, but make sure your language is one that is open to a conversation. We shut down the conversation when we point fingers at other people. It's also not your time to teach them how to communicate. That's gonna take way too long. But we teach people how to treat us and how to communicate by us modeling that behavior for them. So if you come at it with, I'm just reaching out because it's been long enough. You know, what even happened? I don't even remember. Or, you know, I'm reaching out because life's too short and that was petty and I've moved on. I'm a better person now and I want to see how you are and how your life has unfolded. I miss you. You know, that can be the vibe. But be honest. And if you need to set a boundary with one of these people and they're just like, oh, well, you know, you did this and you did that, or if you need to say what really happened to you, then you be honest, but not from a place of defensiveness, not from a place of victimhood. Instead, this is how I felt based on what happened, and ultimately, I don't want to carry this anymore, and I would like to be friends again if we can move forward with some new boundaries. You know, this is a healthy way to move forward, and ultimately that's always the goal. Let's see what the ancestors have for you. Capricorn Moons for September on this journey. Listening for truth. So when these people are communicating back with you, I want you to trust that if you listen to yourself within the first 0 to 5 seconds, you will know what's real, what's true, okay? If someone's blowing smoke up your butt, you're gonna sift that out real quick because you're gonna call them on it. Call them on it, but in a respectful way. Instead of, yeah, that's bullshit. It's more like, okay, I don't think you're really being honest with yourself or with me right now. So, you know, if you need some space, if you don't want to talk anymore, I can respect that. And I just want to know that I wanted you to know that I wish you well and end the conversation. But there will be some truth gained from these conversations, whether it's more closure, whether it's new understanding of what happened. There's a lot that's going to be gained in this month of September. Let's connect you to your magic, Capricorn. Take yourself out on a date. And thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Ultimately, you are creating a new group of friends. It doesn't have to be new people, but it is understanding that people are who they are and we're not going to change them. And if we can accept who they are and then teach them how to treat us based on modeling good behavior and how we would treat them, then we can have healthier relationships and we can level up our current relationships as a result. Weave together the crown you deserve. That really is representative of the people around you, the people that surround your physical bubble, your energetic frequency. That crown needs to be people who empower you, people who champion you, and people who you can do the same for, who are available to abundance, because that's the frequency that you want to be available to. Take yourself out, baby. Go I'm getting like, go to the ocean, go out in nature, take yourself on a long drive, garden, but go to like a friend's house and help them garden, or go to a special garden, like a butterfly garden or something out in nature for you, because you really need to connect back to your own nature. And that's very grounding for you, Capricorn Moons. That is what I have for you for the month of September. Let me know how this unfolds for you. I wish you all the best. Bye. Aquarius Moons for the month of September. Let's get your energetic forecast for the month of September. Aquarius Moons. Oh, I love it. Interesting. Okay, I love this. We need to be focused on expansion this month, Aquarius Moons. We need to be focused on no longer letting our fears guide us. No longer letting our fears of who we are, how we're seen. And also, if we have anybody in our lives who is dictating who we're supposed to be, we need to integrate that feral side of ourselves that stands our ground and howls at the moon, regardless of what your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, anybody thinks. You know what I mean? We need to expand into who we are. And who we are this month is going to be very honest. Very, very honest. And I think we need to be careful with how we communicate that honesty. With the Knight of Swords, there are going to be moments where you want to, but we're not going to do that. We're going to try and not do that by integrating methodical practices on the daily for the month of September. I want you to practice movement, reading books. I want you to focus on your energy and doing incremental things on the daily. So a new change once a day. Introduce a new food, cook yourself a nourishing meal one day. The next day, make sure you've gotten enough sleep. The next day, have a bath. The next day, like, do one thing each day for you in order to curb this energy this month, because you're going to want to be damn honest. You're going to want to be candid. That tongue this month is going to be sharp. So before we speak out without really thinking out what we want to say, we're going to take a pause. That's the moment we take a walk. That's the moment we go to the bathroom and cry or scream or whatever we need to do without taking the energy out on the other person, because this kind of energy, if you give it to someone else, they're going to use it. They're going to take it as they're the victim and that you're the problem, when you're just trying to get through to them. And honestly, you might not get through to them, but you're getting through to you this month, and you need to set new boundaries. Is this relationship working for you? Is this business working for you? Is the way you've been doing things actually working for you? Because we need to revisit new ways of doing things. We need to integrate new ways and new thoughts, and not necessarily be hounded by fear or what we think is what's going to happen, or what we think we're seeing, or the aspects of ourselves that don't want to be judged, that don't want to be seen. We need to be authentic this month, nourishing our minds, bodies, spirits, but being open to new expansion. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen this month that are going to keep you sort of pushed forward to do, to act, to expand. But you have to balance it out with this energy, with the energy of slowly but surely taking care of yourself every day, so that you don't freak out on somebody and then they have the ammo against you. Like, this person, whoever this is in your life, or this energy, or this colleague, or this, it can also be technology that you've been working with. This energy is going to act up if you give it too much. Okay? It's going to give you more work in the long run. So if some technology isn't working for you this month, if something goes awry, you need to step back, take a breath, focus inward, and get back to one, get back to center, and then go back to the technology, or go back to the relationship, or the conversation, or your boss, or whatever it is. But you cannot be all fired up. You cannot be fired up in the conversation. You have to stay balanced. And what are we surrendering to this month? What are we surrendering to for? Oh, okay. Surrender obsessive thinking. Let it go. I love this. And it clarifies what I'm thinking up here. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Yes. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So we're bringing it over to spirit, we're taking a breath, and we're finding clarity where we're clouded by fear and possibly resentment. And also this can be towards yourself. If you're overthinking a situation or judging yourself too harshly, find new perspective in calm. Whatever that is for you. If you need to take a drive, if you need to go for a run, if you need to just step outside for a minute and breathe, it's different for everyone. So find what's authentic to you this month and your grounding. And let's see what blockages we need to remove this month. What blockages do we need to remove this month for Aquarius Moons? Aquarius Moons. Fulfillment. I love this. I love this. We need to embrace new knowledge this month. This is also new knowledge about ourselves, who we're becoming. This is a sacred scroll. This beautiful little Ganesha is reading. So we're also looking at addressing the inner child, the parts of ourselves that aren't being nourished, the parts of ourselves that aren't being fulfilled. Do we need more family in our lives? Do we need more friendship in our lives? Do we need better food? Do we need more time to ourselves to really take care of ourselves, not just Netflix and chill? You know what I mean? We're looking for fulfillment this month, things that nourish us. Great Spirit, let's look at what the ancestors have for Aquarius Moons. Inner trust. Inner trust. Come to every situation that you feel fear or resistance towards this month with trust. Trust that you're not going to go off the handle. And even if you do, you're human. You're not perfect. We're not seeking perfection here. Trust yourself. Great Spirit, let's look at your magic. What magic do we need to connect to for Aquarius Moons month of September? Lioness or lion, you've earned all your stripes. Yes. There's no reason for you to take emotional abuse anymore. There's no reason for you to take the stress or if you're doing somebody else's work or if you're working yourself too hard, if you're doing things that are just weighing you down, there is no reason for it anymore. You have earned the right to be happy, to be relaxed, to be calm. And it doesn't have to be all the time because let's face it, you're an Aquarius Moon, so it's not going to be like that. But to find respite, to find relaxation in your own way, in your authentic way, you've earned it. For some of you, literally read a good book, get some sunlight, get to a beach, get to nature. But get back to your nature because you're awesome. Aquarius Moons, that's what I have for you this month. In September 2024, let me know how this unfolds for you. Let me know how this resonates. And I'm excited to see you stand your ground this month. Okay? No fear. Pisces Moons. Yes, let's do this. Your energetic forecast for September 2024. September 2024 for Pisces Moons. Yes. Connecting to our abundance and love. Okay. So we need to address the devil this month. Now the devil is not demonic or evil or anything like that. The devil simply is what is chaining us to the things that are limiting us in the present. So we're dealing with addiction this month. We're dealing with addiction in the forms of not necessarily drugs, for some of you it is, or alcohol, but it's things that we do that do not lead to our fulfillment, that do not enrich our lives in any way, especially our mindset, the thoughts, the beliefs, the things that are keeping us imprisoned in a way and keeping us as a victim to our own decisions and our own power. We have the Empress here, so we're stepping into a new nourishing level of our lives. It's necessary for us to actualize power in our lives and realize that we are fertile creators of our experiences, of our relationships, of everything in our lives we called into being either as a lesson or a blessing. So we need to own our power and nourish and nurture ourselves, connect to that divine power. Now, Pisces, you are super psychic, but that But you can also get clouded by illusion. You can also get clouded by what you think is going to happen preemptively because you let the critical mind speak for itself sometimes. And you're also so psychic that sometimes you have multiple intuitive instincts at once, and we need to ground into some divine knowledge this month. We need to learn some techniques, some meditations. We need to learn some breath work. We need to learn ways to connect us to our higher self, to our spirit. I teach a psychic development class and tarot class, and that's something that is available to you to expand your knowledge of higher self. But there's so much out there. There's Gaia, there's books. One of my favorite books of all time is Diana herself. Braiding Sweetgrass is coming through. Braiding Sweetgrass is the name of the book. There is so much for you, Pisces, but we also need to connect to water. This Empress there's a waterfall in the background, which can represent chaotic emotion. This month, I want you to connect to nature and understand that everything that you do, everything that you think, fertilizes the experience that you have this month. So if you've had problems with your partner in the past with communication and feeling victimized by them, I want you to ask yourself, what is the energy towards that partner or that situation or that career? Instead of they're not a good person or they're just abusive or that kind of thing. I'm not saying you take abuse at all, but what I'm saying is, what can you do to vibe higher? What can you do to take care of yourself, to put your focus on yourself and nobody else? Obviously, if you have a family, that's different. But what I mean is, it is not your job to maintain or to regulate anyone else's emotions, but your own in the month of September. We're breaking that pattern. Faux show. I also want you to connect to technology, to get on social media and connect to people, email friends. I want you to reach out in the month of September. This energy is great because we're going back and we're looking at things from a different perspective, and we're looking at things in a way that we need closure. We need to reconnect to people. We need to reconnect to our sense of power and our ability to connect to people. So this is through technology, email, social media. It can also be in person, getting yourself out and about, but this is action. This is taking action and connecting with people, with source, with what connects you to your power. And let's see what we need to surrender this month. Great Spirit, surrender for Pisces moons. Surrender for Pisces moons. Give me that. Surrender obsessive thinking. Another person had this. Oh, I also see that. We're going to do that too. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Boom! Doing so will help bring you clarity and even solve the problem. But we also have to surrender to fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. That's this energy. I love it. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Yes! Yes! And let's remove some blockages this month. Let's remove some blockages this month for Pisces moons, Great Spirit. September, Pisces moons. That one. Joy! Joy to the world! In September, you're going to be happier because you're not going to fixate on the things you can't control. You're not going to fixate on other people's emotions or how you think they should express them or how you think you should express them. You're going to find grounding spiritually in the month of September. You're going to learn new techniques and find joy. Take things lighter. Don't obsess over the little things that people do or people say or the little things with work. I want you to find joy in every aspect of your life where you can. And ancestors, let's get some ancestor guidance, Great Spirit. Ancestor guidance, Great Spirit, for Pisces moons. Pisces moons, Great Spirit, ancestor guidance. Pandora's gift. The box of infinite possibility, and this is a spiritual journey for you. Some of you are about to embark on possibly a new spiritual career, a new spiritual path, but this is what is available to you in the month of September. You need to take that opportunity. You need to seek new knowledge. You need to understand that this knowledge that you gain this month is going to inform your life on a big scale forever. So trust your intuition. Trust that you know what's right, what feels right. You know, whether it's one of my classes, Mia Magic, learning herbalism. I mean, I don't know a lot of teachers, learning astrology, you know, whatever it is, trust your instinct. I want to learn that. Okay, is that my teacher? Is that my teacher? You want to find a teacher that you vibe with, that shares an energy that you're comfortable with. I might be too sweet and too soft for some people. I might be too goofy for some people. And then your teacher might be someone else who's a bit more stoic and more real and more harsh. But still, they come from a place of passion and drive and love for what they do. Trust your intuition when you find your teacher this month. And Great Spirit, let's look at the energy. Let's connect them to their magic. Pisces Moons, give me that. I want this one. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. Okay, so if you're starting with tarot, if you're starting with Wicca, or if you're getting into some things that you feel uncomfortable with, or maybe you're uncomfortable to even start learning because you don't know where to begin, just take that first step. And you will gain confidence in time. You're simply stepping back into your own power, into your divine right to be psychic, to be connected to divine knowledge. This is all things that we were born with, but we forget because we're conditioned out of the belief that we have any power over our lives. You're not psychic. You didn't see any ghosts. No, that's a bunch of BS. Pisces Moons, it ain't no BS for you, for sure. You are psychic, you are powerful, but you got to connect back to that power and stop giving it away, especially in the form of your emotions. Yes, Queen, focus on the here and now. Focus on what you can control. Bring yourself back into equilibrium. Take a bath, take a shower, connect to water this month. Also sweat. Work out. Make sure that you are cleansing your body of energy through water. You can also do foot baths. There are so many things that you can do with water. Pisces Moons, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to break these patterns, to really step away from this addictive, toxic aspect of your life and level up. Connection to spirit is the key. Pisces Moons, that's what I have for you for the month of September 2024. Let me know how this unfolds for you. Let me know how this resonates. I'm really excited to hear all about it. Bye! And that's everything I got. That's everything for the month of September for all 12 zodiac signs. I love you guys. I'm so excited to see how everything unfolds. There was a whole spectrum of emotions there. My voice is almost out. But it was worth it. Let me know how you enjoyed this. And if you want to see more, comment down below and you'll see more. Stay blessed and vibe higher.